Well, what do you say, Merlin? You want to join forces with me?
We'll meet outside in the car, girls. We don't want to miss our flight.
It's a perfect headquarters because the villa's isolated. Now, if I could only get back there to uncover their plan.
Inspector Sabanya, please.
You managed to learn a good deal more in one night than both of us in a month.
From the airport today.
You always discover more interesting things at night than during the
I'm
day.
very sure, yes. I'll see you there. Well, I guess it's time. I have exactly 2 hours, 50 minutes. Mr. Merlin,
Jeff.
All right, Jeff. You'd better remain here. Your face is on every front page, and the police are looking for you. You'd better stay put a while. We'll visit Villa Watson later when things are cooled off a bit. It's quite possible that since the owners are absent so much of the time, the place is being used by the narcotics ring. But for now, you'd better stay away. We have a man posted at the villa. If anything happens, you'll be in touch.
What do I do?
Stay here. There's not much reason to go back to the nightclub now.
But Alan, what do I do with him?
Cook his dinner. He'd be thrilled. And then to if Cervez calls, one of us should be here to talk to him.
Oh. I just want you to know you're responsible for leaving me alone with him.
Oh, don't talk nonsense. What could possibly happen?
Anything.
Well, you're a big girl, aren't you?
Oh.
Aren't you?
Hey, Shepperton. Don't hurry back.
Oh, so long, Vicky.
Vicky,
Yes?
where could I,
On your right, upstairs.
Thanks. Vicky,
Yes?
can I ask you something personal?
Why not?
Is there anything, sentimental between Shepperton and you?
I had a feeling you'd ask that.
You don't have to answer, I understand.
We work together. We're friends, that's all.
Hello, Shepperton.
Hello, Inspector.
I just want you to know that if your information sources are wrong, you're the one who will answer for it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Mr. Merlin, your dinner.
Jeff.
You shouldn't surprise me.
Call me Jeff, not Mr. Merlin, Vicky.
Jeff.
Will passengers for Pan American Flight 301 leaving for New York report for immediate boarding at Gate 34. Last call for passengers on Pan American Flight 301. Report to Gate
Young man,
34 for immediate
what's going on? Who's responsible for this outrage? And you! I demand an explanation! Why was our luggage taken off the plane? Ah! Finally! We've been treated like criminals by your stooges. How dare they?
I'll have to ask you to undress.
Did you say I should
Undress, now. You and your girl, so hurry up.
Inspector Sabanya.
Find anything?
Look at this, Inspector. What do you think?
Razor.
Everyone's here. Any orders for us?
After what happened at the airport, we'll have to suspend our narcotics operations for the time being. But I have planned something that will take the edge off Inspector Sabana's success today. Contact Remington in New York. Tell him to come to Caracas at once if he wants to see his daughter alive again. He will receive further instructions when he gets here. In the meantime, see to it that Merlin is eliminated, along with Shepperton and Faber. They're International Narcotics Commission agents.
I wish we could stay right here and go to sleep forever.
Really? With me here? Someone there?
No. It's the radio phone. Hello?
Hello. Hello, Vicky?
Gervais.
Listen carefully.
Yes.
I saw two men drag a young blonde girl from a boat. They took her inside the Watson place.
Could you make out who she was?
No, they were too far away. But she put up quite a fight. Now tell Shepperton not to try approaching the villa by land. The safest way is by boat. I'm going to see if I can get through the cellar to reach the girl. Now don't contact me for a while. I'll get in touch later.
Don't take any chances, Gervais.
Don't worry.
Goodbye. Jeff. What are you doing? Where are you going? Jeff? Jeff, I want to know where you're going.
To Villa Watson. Your friend mentioned a blonde. Has to be Ellen Remington.
But you're supposed to stay here. The police are liable to spot you out there.
I'd much rather be here with you, but it's something I have to do.
Nice to be home again, even with no loved ones waiting. Oh, don't look like that, Niels. You know you're a dear person, and I'm fond of you, really.
An interesting word, fond. I feel like a pet around you. When you get tired, you put me outside. No?
Hmm? Sweet. You put it a bit crudely, Niels, but I'm glad you realize I'm not in love with you. A vase, please.
Yes, senor.
right where you are. I suggest you put your hands over your head. Mr. Merlin, isn't it? Inspector Sabana's looking for him. Phone the police, darling.
You'd better phone the police, darling. I'll stay.
If you wish. The man is a murderer, don't forget.
Most upsetting. A surprise like this when one has just come back from a quiet vacation.
I'm sorry, but you're in for even more surprises. If you'll allow me to open your refrigerator, lady. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you. I prefer my gun.
Open up! Let me out! Neil!
Mr. Remington?
That's me. Who are you?
I'm going to take you to your daughter.
I wonder if you really appreciate how unpleasant this whole thing has been, Inspector. I've just returned from a rest cure in Europe ordered by my doctor. My nerves have been in a terrible state.
Good work.
And besides, who on earth do you think could be prepared for a scene like that? I happen to be down in my cellar and I find a wild man down there. And then a body falls out of the refrigerator. Has that ever happened to you,
No,
Inspector?
Senora.
Now I learned that the murdered man was some sort of narcotics agent. That's reassuring.
I admire you, Mrs. Watson. You've a great deal of courage. Well, Nielsen, I suppose you're willing to co-sign the Senora's declaration?
Certainly.
I regret the inconvenience. And I assure you, you won't have to worry about surprises like this anymore. They just found Merlin's body.
I'm relieved. Thank you, Inspector.
I'll see you later.
All right. Who is your contact in New York? Answer me.
A glass of water, please, Inspector.
I promise you, you'll get water. As soon as you tell me who was supposed to receive the heroin you tried to smuggle through with your girls. Now, you look like a reasonably intelligent woman. Why don't you tell the truth? We'll help you if you cooperate and turn state's witness. We know there are others involved. Do you want to spend the rest of your life rotting in jail?
Some water. Bring me a little water. I'll tell you all I know.
Bring her the water.
I'm sorry, Dr. Nielsen. I didn't see you coming out.
It's all right. It's only water. It's nothing.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, thank you.
So start talking. What is it? Doctor, quickly. Can you explain this?
It was probably a large dose of poison. Someone in here is a double agent.
If poison's the answer, I think we should find out the exact type. Carol, could you run some tests for me?
Call emergency. All right, Remington, get out.
Here's Remington.
Welcome to Caracas, Mr. Remington. I hope you had a pleasant flight.
Where's my daughter?
Get the girl. You have a lovely daughter, Mr. Remington. She should be worth a great deal to you.
How much do you want?
Ellen. Ellen, thank God. You're alive.
What's the matter? Don't you recognize me? It's your father.
Papa?
What's the matter? What did you do to her?
Your daughter is very excitable, Mr. Remington. And since we are all very sensitive to noise and outside attention, we decided to give her special treatment.
You filthy pigs!
Give him the tape recorder. You may play it back at your leisure,
Get the girl
Mr.
out here.
Remington. I'm sure you'll find it very interesting.
Don't be afraid, Ellen.
If you want to see your daughter alive, follow our instructions and above all, keep quiet.
Jeff, dead.
Hold it.
Senores, I brought you all here today so you could listen to the playback of the instructions of the kidnappers of the Remington girl. All the delivery details are here.
We have attached dynamite charges to several of the underwater oil rigs in the Bay of Maracaibo. These charges are radio-controlled and are spaced in such a way as to trigger a chain reaction in the bay. Obviously, your oil empire would be seriously damaged, Mr. Remington. However, for the sum of $10 million in cash, you can save both your oil and your daughter. Since we realize you don't travel with quite this much cash, we'll give you until noon tomorrow to convince the government to lend it to you. A transport plane with the money on board is to wait at the military airport of Caracas, where one of our pilots will take over. If he is not allowed at least 1 hour before he is pursued, we will set off the explosives.
Okay. Suppose you show us your headquarters. Ladies first. You have
sort of special signal? No tricks. Where's Ellen Remington?
At the end of the tunnel, in the big building.
Take over, Vicky. I won't be very long.
Go warn the others. Now you. Let's you and me have a talk.
Open the trunk. Let's dump your new friend. Get him to the inspector before he counts two.
And you?
I better try to find the girl. Vicky, don't waste time.
Good evening. Still busy at this late hour?
Oh, Shepperton. It looks like everybody is. Let's take a break.
All right. By the way, they found Merlin. And he's very much alive. Suppose Merlin can lead us right to this dope ring.
Guess you're right.
What did I forget? Oh, did you analyze the cup?
What cup?
The poison cup.
Strychnine.
May I have a drink? Not poisoned, is it? Thanks, Doctor. Only I think I'll skip it. Good night.
Good night.
Well?
We're in business. Jeff discovered the place and we captured one of their men. What's the matter, Alan? What's wrong?
He's trapped.
Who?
The man who murdered Dolores.
Nielsen?
Yes. He made a mistake.
The analysis was wrong?
No, it was right.
Where's the mistake, Alan?
During yesterday's commotion in Sabana's office, I switched the 2 cups of water. I gave him mine instead of hers. Nevertheless, he analyzed strychnine. That means he put it there himself.
It also means he's in the narcotics ring.
You're getting smart.
I'm going to Jeff.
For an American, he's all right, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I just talked to the Treasury. They're more than glad to lend us the money. Now it's our department's task to come up with a plan to prevent delivery.
Those men are thugs and completely capable of killing my daughter. And I'm not about to jeopardize her because of...
I'm well aware that Miss Remington's situation is tenuous, yet we must plan.
I'll call him. Just a minute. Carlos, call for Inspector Sabana.
Thank you. Hello?
This is Victoria Faber. We just found the place where they're keeping the girl. Can you have your men ready to move out there right away?
In 5 minutes.
Got those gas bombs ready? Now!
Hey, Merlin, you better come out! Come out with your hands up! Get him out of there. All right, come on, Merlin. Let's go.
Take him to the ramp over there and tie him up. We might need a hostage. The army's coming.
Get going. Get out of here.
Spread out, both sides of the tunnel. Move! All right, move out. Let's get out.
Get in the microphone. Say they have 1 minute, then we move in.
You men in the compound, you're completely surrounded by government troops. Throw down your rifles and come out now. You have exactly 1 minute to surrender your arms before we begin firing. I repeat, you have exactly 1 minute to surrender your arms before we begin firing.